Welcome to Bentonville Battleground. During this virtual field trip, we will be exploring the historical battlefields and learning the history of one of the last battles fought in the Civil War. This battleground is located in Bentonville, North Carolina, which is part of the Coastal Plain region. They have many attractions, including tours of the Harper House, which was turned into a hospital during the battle, historical monuments, and walking trails through the trenches and battlefields. Before we begin our journey, I want to share a little history with you about this battle. It began on March 19th and ended on March 21st of 1865. It was the last full-scale action of the Civil War and the largest battle fought in North Carolina. It was the only significant attempt to defeat the large Union Army under the command of General William T. Sherman. Now that you have a little background information about the battle, let's begin our journey. First, we will visit the Harper House. This house was built in the late 1850s and is still in its almost original state today. It was owned by John and Amy Harper. This house played a vital role in the Battle at Bentonville because it was turned into a hospital when Union soldiers overtook the house on the first day of battle. Sharon Lavender, who is an employee at the Battleground, will give us a little more information about this house turned hospital. Let's listen to Miss Lavender.
A whole lot of problems. They're trying to get Goldsboro. This is the very end of the Civil War, or toward the very end of the Civil War. In fact, Lee will surrender before they sign the peace treaty. This is the bloodiest battle fought on North Carolina soil. About 4,200 people will die or are missing. And so it was a terrible, terrible fight. At this particular hospital, remember, these are Southern sympathizers with, they have family involved. The Union Army is going to knock on the door of the Harper family. They will tell them they have a choice. Their choices are, you can stay in your house and live upstairs or get out of your house. They choose to stay upstairs. This is one of several Union hospitals. There were also several Confederate hospitals. They treat both Union and Confederate. They treat 554 Union and 45 Confederate soldiers during the 3 days of battle. You are a mile from where the actual fighting takes place. It takes place about a mile from here toward Goldsboro. So you're on the western edge of the battlefield. These two front rooms here are your operating theaters. Whenever the bullets would hit bones, they would mushroom out. They cause the bones to splinter and shatter. If you did not amputate those limbs, then you could either hemorrhage to death or you could die of gangrene. And so they had to operate in order to save their lives. And these two rooms here were utilized for that. In this room, there is a little wiggly brown circular-like thing. That is an actual blood stain from that time period. Luminol studies have been done, so you can see that. Behind that, just because I think it's really awesome as a student of history, there's a postal desk there. The furniture is period, but that's the only piece of furniture that may have belonged to John Harper. And there is a post office operated here after the war. Now, again, your two operating theaters are right here. You get about 15 minutes in those operating theaters. Behind this room was the commissioned officers' recovery room. Everybody else is going to be taken out the back door and put behind the house. And it's mercifully it's not super cold that March, but it does start to get rainy toward the end of the 3-day battle. So, operating theater, commissioned officers recovery room, operating theater. Behind that operating theater is the minor injury treatment room. Minor injuries are kind of like our urgent cares now, but obviously for different reasons, like if you were firing a cannon, you got a burn. If you needed a row position behind the operating theater. He was the chief surgeon. He kept up with all the data.
We aren't seeing any ghosts in these woods today, but we might if we came at night. There are legends that say that if you come here at night, you can hear the cannons and gunshots ringing throughout the woods. Wonder what these trees would say if they could talk today, being they are hundreds of years old. Now we're exiting the Confederate trenches, moving back onto the coal plantation. About a half a mile left of the trail. And that concludes our journey. Thank you for joining me. I hope you had fun and enjoyed learning a little bit about Bentonville Battleground.